What's going on, guys? I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope your day is going better than mine, as always. I finally made a sniping tips and tricks video for you guys. Keep in mind, these tips are what I think best served me while I was coming up on the rise, and I think they still help me to this day. But if you want to see more videos like this, hit that like button as well as subscribing. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next upload. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subs, so that would be huge for me if I'm able to hit that. And comment down below what you guys want to see next. I kind of know what it is already.
A movement video! Profusy, make a movement video!
Yeah, I'll get right to it. But sub if you want to see that. Enough of me talking. Don't forget to face your fears and let's dive right into the video. Just a really quick tip, get yourself some claw socks. Claw socks are something that can instantly make you better and more consistent. The problem is that your thumb gets oily or sweaty while you play, which creates a natural oil that goes on your screen, which makes your shot super inconsistent. Claw socks eliminates that inconsistency by making you always have one sensitivity no matter the swipe. Use code Profusy for 10% off. The link will be down in the description. Enjoy. Alright guys, for the first tip will be crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is one of the most important tips in staying consistent and having the drop on your enemies. To help with this, I take the sprint button or the emoji button and I put it in the direct middle of my screen, as you can see here. Try to keep this at the middle of your gameplay at all times. Do not look at the floor, you don't need to look above you, you just need to look directly in front of you. It's basically like driving. Keep your eyes on the road. Our next tip is plant your feet while aiming down your sights. A lot of people have noticed that I have stopped before taking a shot and they always ask me why. This is a universal quickscoping technique that I've learned all the way back in Modern Warfare 3 when I used to be on console. Okay, let me explain. If you're constantly moving your joystick while trying to scope in and hit your shot, it's going to be super inconsistent. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes I move my joystick while aiming down my sights, but that's because I go for flashy trick shots and no scopes, but planting your feet is a must to hit your shots more consistently. So I just basically take my left thumb and I completely remove it from the joystick. Which brings me to my third tip, which is shoot and move. This goes hand in hand with plant your feet. After you've taken a shot, hit or miss, you want to move completely out of the way or into cover that's right near you. So in this clip, as you can see, I take my shot, I move into cover, and then after I'm finished cocking back my sniper, I take out the third person, as you can see is proning down here. But I know he's there. And then I take out that guy. And if there's no cover near you, just slide, just try to move out the way. If you just stay there, you're just an easier target to hit, so there's really no point. So just shoot and move. Number 4 is minimap awareness. This is an absolute must. I take a look at my minimap every few seconds while I'm playing, but I'm consistently looking at it. It's a must to know where your teammates are, and it's a must to know where you are. It sounds like an obvious tip, but it's one of the most important ones, so keep that one in mind. Which brings us to our next tip, which is spawn knowledge. Spawn knowledge and minimap awareness go hand in hand, and let me explain why. When you're looking at your minimap, pay close attention to where your teammates are. Wherever your teammates are, there are likely going to be enemies spawning at the opposite side of the map. You knowing that, you know where to spawn trap and look for enemies. And next on our list is drag scoping, which comes in at number 6. Drag scoping is kind of the opposite of crosshair placement. So let's say you don't have your crosshair on the enemy, you're already at a disadvantage. That's where drag scoping comes in. Practicing drag scoping is a must for when you don't have that crosshair placement on that particular enemy, but you still are able to snap on him fast enough with your scope to get the kill. So here I'm purposely having bad crosshair placement so I can drag my scope onto the target, as you can see here. Alright, let me slow it down. This is for when you do have bad crosshair placement. I used to, so this is why I practice that. But as you can see, it's off a little bit, so I have to drag my scope onto the target to hit that kill. For tip number 7, we have watching other snipers or content creators. Watching other sniper content creators is a great way to not only motivate you into playing, but it's also a great way to motivate you to get better. This worked wonders for me. If I didn't have anyone to look up to and try to mimic and try to be, in a sense, I would not be as good as I am today. Like, these clips still blow my mind watching it back. This is MINIMAP, by the way. I'll leave his channel down below. But this is somebody I looked up to, and he kind of really motivated me to get much, much better. So if I didn't have someone to look up to, I'm telling you 100% I would not be in the position I am today. Number 8 is very, very important. Find your sensitivity and stick with it. I recommend checking out Hawk's Nest sensitivity video or watch the one I made. I'd rather you watch Hawk's Nest because it's the most single important video in CODM as of right now. Check it out. Try to play around with your sensitivity if you haven't found it yet. If you have found it, stick with it. People are always asking in the comments, "Oh, Profusy, release a new sensitivity video." There's absolutely no point on releasing a new sensitivity video when I still play with the same exact sensitivity. There's no point. There's literally no point. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why do I need to switch my sensitivity? I play with the same sense since Season 2. The only time I switch my sensitivity is if I switch devices. So yes, I will make a new updated iPad one. I am going to go back to phone once I get a new gaming phone because of the 120 hertz on the display. I've been playing with 60, but since I switched to iPad, it's 120, so I'm so used to it. 60 just feels like I'm lagging, so I'm not going to play on my old phone until I get a new one that can play on the ultra frame rate in COD Mobile. And number 9 is going to be play with confidence and play with fun. If you play with confidence and just try to have fun, things will go 10 times better for you. Let me explain. Your mindset and how you tackle certain gunfights really translates and shows in your playstyle. If you go into a game thinking you're not going to hit anything, guess what? You're not going to hit anything. If you think I'm not a good sniper, guess what? It's going to show in your gameplay. Be confident, be mentally strong with yourself and your skill set, and watch you dominate in game. Have fun, don't overthink the situation. I notice when I try too hard, I don't perform like I usually do, but when I just go in just to have fun, I absolutely fry. Don't overthink, just play. And which brings us to our 10th and final tip, just play the game. This is without a doubt the most important tip in this video, and in general, play the game. The more you play the game, the more you can understand these tips and really apply it in your gameplay, and play it as often as possible. It's great to take breaks from the game too though. Sometimes I take a 1 to 2 day detox from the game to reset. But then I get back on to stay consistent and constantly better myself in game. If you don't put in the grind and time, how do you expect to get better? You're not instantly going to get better. It's gonna take time. You gotta put in the work like I kinda did. You know what I mean? I've been playing for a while, but you gotta put in the time. Hey guys, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you guys did find it helpful, make sure you hit that like button as well as subscribing so you don't miss the next upload. I will be uploading more informative videos just like this one. So just hit that sub button, help me out so I can help you out. Make sure you guys snort that G Fuel and face your fears. I'll see you guys in the next one.